Hello and welcome to episode 32.5 of our Rune Factory 3 special series. This episode is dedicated to Colette's Newlywed episode. So let's get into it. Start a new game, of course. Aw. Letty, Collette, Jira, Chocolat, Honey, Mama, Darling, Miss Collette, My Lady. Let's just go with the normal Collette. Hi, Collette. What's up?
What do you say to a little break? I thought we could enjoy a quick snack together. Yeah.
Sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. Today's snack is, ta-da! Super scrumptious curry udon. My mouth is watering already. Wow. But isn't that kind of heavy for a quick snack? Huh? It's totally a snack. The curry broth is the drink and the noodles are the munchies. Oh, well, okay. Now let's dig in. Yeah. Mmm, so yummy. It is. You really knocked it out of the park this time.
Since we're having it together, it somehow tastes even yummier, doesn't it? Hey.
Hang on, you've got curry on your cheek. Right here, got it. Thanks. Well, well, if it isn't the lovebirds looking cold and distant. Sherman? We didn't see you there. The happily married couple is sitting in the warm sunshine and enjoying a small, delicious snack. What a disturbing sight. Why, now I feel positively peckish for a delicious delicacy as myself. Why does everyone keep calling this a snack? They're full bowls of curry udon. Cut it out, Sherman. You're making me blush. Even the honeyed glory of the legendary lovebirds treat overtakes the sweetness of your feelings for one another. Legendary lovebirds treat? What's that? Wow, now that's a name. You're unfamiliar with this treasure of a dish? It's a delicacy of mythical splendor. They say if two who are in love were to enjoy it together, their feelings for each other would grow even shallower. Oh my gosh, I've never heard of that treat before. It's news to me too. There's so much out there in the world that I never would have imagined existed. Indeed, indeed, though I'd think with a distant as you two are, such a treat would definitely be necessary. But dear me, look at the time. I must be off. Farewell. Wait, Sherman, don't go. At least not until you tell me more about the treat. Huh? Are you that curious about it? Well, yeah, aren't you? I mean, it's a legendary treat. People are going around calling it legendary, then it's gotta be absolutely yummy-licious. Really? I don't know.
I want to be even more lovey-dovey with you.
Collette? To think you would be that disinclined. If you truly are apathetic to know, best you go ask your wonderful father, Collette. I'm sure he'd have no clue how to make the legendary lovebirds treat. True, Dad knows practically everything when it comes to making desserts. That settles it. Come on, let's go ask. Yeah, he's gotta know something.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sherman. I wish you the worst of luck. Dad! Hey, Blaze. Hope we aren't intruding. Hello, Collette. What brings the two of you here? Dad, do you know anything about the legendary lovebirds treat? Ah, that? Yes, I've heard of it. Teach me how to make it. I could certainly do that, yes, but... Then what's the problem? Quit stalling and teach us already. The problem is that the legendary lovebirds treat is extremely time intensive. From collecting the ingredients to making it, every step is very involved. So it's difficult even for you? Alone? Undoubtedly. Though with help, I'd say if you and Collette worked together, it wouldn't be entirely impossible. Still, I don't care if it's hard. I want to give it a try.
Dad, as your heir, I want to be the greatest chef I can be.
How can I call myself a chef without peer if I can't make a dish like that? Besides, I at least want to taste what it's like. For reference, yeah, so I know what I should aspire to, of course. Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason right there. What do you think? Would you like to try your hand at the legendary lovebirds treat? Huh? Me? It can only be created by two people who love each other. Colette's isn't the only opinion that's important. Yours is too. If I'm being honest, I'm not nearly as invested in tasting that dish as Collette. You aren't?
But don't you want to be even lovey-doveier with me?
I'd say we're already sickeningly sweet with each other in the first place. We don't need a treat to give us that.
Oh.
You have a point. But since I know you're dying to taste that dish and I'm really bad at restraining myself from giving you things you want, I'll happily help you make it. How very like you, always eager to help. Alright, I'll teach you how to make the legendary lovebirds treat.
Yeah.
That's great. So what do we do, Dad? What's first? First, you'll need to collect 3 yams. A high hurdle right out the gates. Would you rather not, after all? No, I'm not giving up. Let's go get those yams. Good luck. That's great. Do we have to farm them? I guess we'll wait for Karina to get into the store.
Morning.
Morning.
Good.
Welcome. Hey. Welcome.
Good choice.
Thank you kindly.
So I guess
Come again.
we'll figure out where to find these and hope we don't have to spend 6 days growing them. And many days later, where I had to grow my own yams, we now have 3 yams, so we'll return to Blaze's diner. Dad, we're back. We brought the yams. Sorry we took so long. Welcome back, both of you. So what's next? The next step is to finally chop the yams. Chopping? Alright, knife skills are my thing. Let's leave this to me. There's so much though, let me help. Yeah, together we'll blitz through this in no time. That should be the last of them. I feel like I just did a lifetime's worth of dicing. You've only just begun. The next step is to take what you've diced and grate it into a puree. What? All this? Collette, I'll take care of it. You're already exhausted. Would you? My hands are not the steadiest right now. This is no time to kick back and relax, Collette. Here's a list of the other ingredients. You'd best start measuring them. Right. Okay, we'll need a pinch of this, a hearty dash of that. Once you've measured them out, set them all into a bowl and combine. Isn't that a lot? We're rushing through so much that I barely got time to breathe. Odd, and here I thought you learned that cooking requires both strength and stamina a long time ago. Yes, you're right, I did. Don't worry, we've got this. I'll finish straining and come help you in a second. Yeah, you're right, I'll keep at it. Good, what you've got so far looks good. The base batter is now complete. Whew, we can finally take a break. I'm beat. Oh, you two don't have time to twiddle your thumbs. Next, you need to collect some sweet powder. What? Now? If you don't take care of it quickly, the batter you've just put such effort into making will go bad. You did warn us it'd be hard, but I didn't expect this. Don't worry, that's not the end of it, and it only gets more difficult. Don't forget that you'll have to prepare the sweet powder afterwards. Yeesh. Ready to give up? No. I said I'm gonna make the legendary Lovebird's treat, and I'm gonna do just that. Besides, if he's helping me, I can do anything. Collette, it's the same for me. When we're together, we can accomplish anything. I love you so much.
Let's keep going and see this all the way through.
You two care so much for each other. It's a wonderful sight. If there's one thing that's absolutely critical to making the legendary Lovebird's treat, it's the ability to work together. All right, I'm kind of all pumped up now. Come on, let's hurry and get that sweet powder. Collect 2 sweet powder and go to the Sharon's tray. So this should be a piece of cake. I think we should already have all the recipes unlocked in this mode. Hopefully. So we just need to gather some apples. Okay, that should do it for the sweet powder. Right. Still, holy moly, have we done a lot of walking. You holding up okay? This isn't too much for you, is it? If I'm being honest, I'm really reaching the end of my rope. I kind of jumped in feet first without looking honest. It's turned out to be way more effort than I expected. Yeah, Blaze was right when he said this was a dessert that took a lot to make. And it's not like making desserts is easy in the first place. It's very demanding work. Dad does this kind of thing over and over every single day. I don't know how he does it. Blaze makes it look easy, but when you actually try it yourself, you realize just how hard it really is. And for him to not only do it, but cook with such skill that people call it perfect. Yeah, Dad may not look it, but he's actually really super duper amazing. But I'm gonna be his heir and take over for him someday. That means I can do what he does too, probably. Yeah, I bet you can.
I bet you can. If nothing else, making the legendary Lovebird's treat is turning out to be a valuable experience.
Yep.
Right?
Thanks.
For what? To be honest, I was a bit down in the dumps earlier. I was about ready to throw in the towel. But when you said you'd help me the whole way, it made me feel like I could really stick it out to the end. I feel the same. Watching you work so hard made me want to match your effort, to do all I could to help out. Wow, so then the two of us were encouraging each other without realizing it? Sounds like we were. That's so awesome. As long as I've got you, I can overcome any challenge.
I'm feeling totally recharged already. Let's get back to working on the legendary Lovebird's treat.
Hi, Dad, we're back. Blaze, you brought the sweet powder. Welcome back. Okay, so what's next? It doesn't matter how hard it is, we're totally ready to handle it. Look at you all fired up, Collette. I'm going to give it my best too. Excellent. The next step is straightforward. You simply combine the sweet powder with the batter. We just mix it? That's it? Yep, that's it. Really? That's kind of disappointing. Oh well, let's get this over with then. I don't think my eyes can focus anymore.
Okay.
Are you okay? I don't know if the batter's going around or if it's still sitting still and the whole world's spinning around it. Do we still need to keep mixing? Yes, it's not even close to fully combined. I can't keep going. World's spinning. Collette, stop a sec. Let me take over for you. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Stop mixing even for an instant and the entire thing will curdle.
Huh?
What? Really?
Then all I can do is watch and cheer you on?
Isn't there anything I could do to help her out? I'm getting hungry, so now on top of all the stirring and whirring, there's grumblies added to the mix. Hungry? That's it. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, alright then. Wait, where are you going? Hang in there, Collette. Trust me. I'm going to bring some curry manju just for you. Really? Oh, jeez Louise. Let's go look at the recipe. Flour, curry powder, bamboo shoot, and a carrot. I wonder, after how many weeks of waiting for me to craft this curry manju, was Collette like, my husband is not coming back. This is the worst, like, little quest that they could have put in this game. Because not only do they start you in autumn, but they have you like farming and cooking stuff. Nothing's shipped, so you can't buy any of the ingredients aside from the stables. You have to grow them yourself, and all of the fields are tilled. So in order to get the bamboo, when you are days away from winter, where bamboo shoots don't typically grow on your farm, you have to untill Privera Forest completely for the off chance that you'll get a bamboo shoot to make curry manju for your dear wife. So it's been approximately 2 weeks since we've started this episode, and I have some words for it. Let's give this curry manju to Collette. Collette, I'm here! Welcome back! The bowl is whirling, the world is swirling, and my tummy is all gurgling. As you can see, it looks like Collette is hitting her limit. Collette, here, eat this! That was so yummy! Wow, it's like that powdered me up to the max! Woo! I was surprised when I saw you dash away. But now I see you were trying to help Collette in the best way you could.
Fading fast, and I figured this was the quickest way to give her another jolt of energy. Biggest weakness is hunger, after all.
Curry manju is her favorite, so it seemed like the obvious choice. You're the best.
I can stir this for the whole rest of the day. Just you
There, that ought to do it. Dang, to think she really would need to keep stirring for the whole rest of the day. That's rough. I did warn you that this would be hard. But at least you reached the final step. You must pour the finished batter into molds and bake it. Take a break, Collette. I can handle this part. Would you? Thanks. Careful, careful. Nicely done. You have a delicate touch. Really? Thanks. Dad, is it me, or do you go way too easy on him? It's just you. My judgment is always perfectly fair and impartial. Now we just pop these in the oven and wait for them to bake, right? I love waiting for sweets to finish baking, but I'm also kind of nervous. I mean, I hope they turn out right. That's the way it always is with baking. Even as long as I've done it, the feeling never fades. Fingers crossed it turns out perfect. There, it's ready to eat. Great work.
This is the famous, legendary Lovebirds treat.
Both of you did a wonderful job. And now it's time to dig in. Here, say ah. Huh? Me? Well, yeah, we worked super duper hard on this. I want you to be the very first one to taste it. Okay. It's good, but I kind of expected some sort of incredible flavor from a treat touted as legendary. I'm not particularly wowed. Well, it's good. What? That's it? Well, that was rather unenthusiastic. Yeah, I think you'll see why when you taste it. Here, let me. Say ah. Well, it's pretty normal. That it is. Wait, Dad, you knew? Of course, I only said this dish was difficult to make. I never said anything about it being particularly delicious. Why didn't you? Because the taste isn't what's important, not with this dish. The annoyance of finding the ingredients, the sheer amount of labor involved in making it, it's working together on all of that which brings the couple closer together, not the flavor. Then why call it legendary? Because who wants to make a dish that requires that much work for such little payoff? Ain't that the truth? All that work was a big pain. Aw, man. We worked so hard on this. I really wanted us to be even more lovey-dovey. I don't think you've anything to worry about on that front, right? Right. What do you mean?
Watching you put so much effort and joy into making this dish, it just made me love you all the more.
Well, me too. Working with you on all this made me love you a bunch more too.
It looks like the legendary dish was as effective as advertised. Yeah, too bad the taste wasn't up to expectations, though. True enough, I'm sorry for keeping that bit of info secret. But it was admirable of you both to stick with it and not giving up despite all the effort it took. Well done. I'm sure that from now on, no matter what obstacles you face, you'll be able to work together and overcome them, just like you did with this dish.
Thank you.
We sure will. Thanks, Blaze. And so ends Colette's Newlywed mode. So the next girl that we'll be following is Shara. Stay tuned. I hope you're enjoying the series, and if you are, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!